Kenjaku versus Zenitsu. I mean, both characters are one of the most strongest character in anime history. And what happens if they both fight? Who is going to win? So in this video we are going to talk about in this topic. So without time wasting, I am starting the video. Number 5, speed. So first we are going to talk about which character has a good speed. So first I'm going to talk about definitely Kenjaku. So definitely Kenjaku is strong, no doubt, okay. But at the same time, Kenjaku has not high speed and instant reaction to fight in battlefield, okay. I mean, if you are comparing with Zenitsu, okay, Zenitsu is a definitely Demon Slayer, one of the top-notch character, okay. If I talk about Zenitsu, in the speed, Zenitsu has a god speed, okay. He literally moves so fast. Most enemies can't see this guy Zenitsu, okay. So this guy has a good speed. And comparison to Kenjaku, Zenitsu has a good speed. He has a god speed, not just a good speed, okay. And many enemies can't see this guy when he literally fight. So definitely Zenitsu in the speed is definitely going to defeat Kenjaku in the terms of speed. Now I'm gonna talk about number 2. Okay, number 2, powers and abilities. Okay, so we are gonna talk about powers. So first I'm gonna talk about Kenjaku. So if we are talk about Kenjaku has so many curse technique, okay, in Jujutsu Kaisen, you know that, okay, he's a genius, okay. At the same time, this guy has also too much curse techniques and definitely he can summon spirits. I mean, can you imagine that? So definitely he's a very versatile, he knows how to use every power and he's a genius, by the way, okay. So if we are talk about Zenitsu in comparison to Kenjaku, Zenitsu doesn't have any, you can say, too much power, okay. And definitely he has something. He definitely has one good power. The name of this power is thunder breathing, okay. I mean, you know that movie is definitely so famous in the internet, okay. The way literally he used this katana and literally the speed you can see on the screen, okay. So definitely Zenitsu has a good technique in powers, okay, but comparison to Kenjaku has more techniques and power comparison to Zenitsu. So definitely if we are talk about powers, Kenjaku has more powers. Now we are talk about number 3. Okay, so in the number 3 I'm gonna talk about attack, okay. Which character has a good to attack, okay, to opponents, okay. So first I'm gonna talk about Kenjaku. So definitely Kenjaku no doubt powerful, okay, as I told you, okay. But definitely he doesn't has a definitely good dodge, good speed, so definitely he's lacking in this section. If anyone attack with high speed, Kenjaku can't counter that move, okay. So Kenjaku doesn't have a good speed. He's a strong, but definitely he doesn't has a good powers to dodge the attacks, okay. But if we are talk about Zenitsu has a thunderclap, flash type of moves, okay, and this power are god speed, okay. So if this guy gonna use this, and if Zenitsu use one powerful speed attack, definitely Kenjaku going to be, you can say, not just defeat, but Kenjaku going to be injured, okay. So definitely one hit attack. Zenitsu has a good speed, god speed, okay, and he has some power. The power that also has a good speed, okay. But Kenjaku doesn't have a good speed to dodge attack. So definitely in the attack section, Zenitsu has a good timing, good speed to attack on Kenjaku. So definitely I'm gonna talk about in the speed and attack, Zenitsu has more chances to defeat Kenjaku. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about number 4. Definitely number 4 is I'm gonna talk about strategy IQ, okay. So definitely in the battlefield you need good brain to literally fight up with the opponent, okay. So first I'm gonna talk about Zenitsu. So if I talk about Zenitsu in the brain, definitely Zenitsu has a big brain, okay. I'm not gonna say this guy is dumb, okay. Definitely this guy is smart. Overall this guy is a big smart, okay. He literally act mostly on an instinct, okay. He literally don't has much power to literally think in the mid battle, okay. But if we are talk about Kenjaku in comparison to Zenitsu, as I told you, in Jujutsu Kaisen 2 guys most smart character, okay. One is Gojo, second is Kenjaku, okay. So Kenjaku is super smart guy, okay. He literally can create a good strategy in the mid battle, okay. And he literally can manipulate any human he can literally manipulate his opponent. So definitely he has a good manipulating technique. He is a super genius. So in the brain strategy, Kenjaku has more chances to win. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about number 5. Okay, so in the last I'm gonna talk about stamina and timing. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about Zenitsu. So if I talk about Zenitsu can't use God speed too much. Okay, he has a good speed, but definitely he can't literally sustain that speed. Okay, for you can say very much timing. Okay, he has a short speed in the God speed. Okay, definitely he can't use too much God speed. Okay, he has a definitely good speed, but he literally going to be tired if Backen going to be, you can say, scratched. Okay, so definitely Zenitsu has a power speed, but definitely at the same time he can't sustain this speed. Okay, very longer time. Okay, so if we are talk about in the comparison to Kenjaku has more energy comparison to Zenitsu. Okay, and he can literally fight. I mean he can literally keep fighting without any tiredness. Okay, but Zenitsu has a, you can say, stamina is weak. Okay, but Kenjaku has a good stamina. So definitely in the stamina and timing, winner is Kenjaku. Okay, so in the definitely conclusion I'm gonna talk about who is the winner. So if we are talk about overall, so definitely Kenjaku has a 3 score and Zenitsu has a 2 score, but it doesn't mean definitely Kenjaku has 100% chances to win. Definitely Zenitsu has chances to win, but Kenjaku has more chances to win. Okay, Kenjaku is, you can say, has a more stronger power comparison to Zenitsu. Okay, so this is the comparison. I hope you like that video. If you like it, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. So please subscribe. I'm gonna make you in my next video. I'm gonna make this type of videos more. So just subscribe, and I'm gonna make you in my next video. Tata, bye bye.